Hey, what is going on, everyone? It is episode 5 of Talking with Ty. Now, I know I said that I was a little busy this week. I am simply because I'm going to a concert and I got things going on. So, scheduled to work, don't really have time to shoot on Tuesday or Wednesday like I normally would on my days off. Um, so yeah, we're here. So first thing we're going to talk about is Boston, baby. We are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. We are facing the Miami Heat Tuesday, 8:30, Game One in Miami. I'm super excited for that. I think it's going to be a hell of a series. It could go 7 games again. I don't know. Um, I know the Heat have been on fire. I know we've been on fire, so I'm excited. But yeah, Game One Tuesday night. Let's go. I'm excited for it. Um, so yeah, so there's that. Um, yeah, we're gonna talk about the NFL schedule. We're gonna break down some key games. Well, real quick, I just want to say congrats to the Bucks on a great season. They did win the championship last year, and like I said, if we would have lost, I would have pulled for them rest of the way through. So there, yeah. So congrats to them on a hell of a season, but unfortunately, you just run into Boston. And sometimes, and honestly, I thought we were done after Game 5. I was like, oh, here we go, we're done. And then we win in Milwaukee, come back, win in Boston. So we're all good here. So we're gonna break down the schedule. Since I do like the Browns and the Cowboys, I'm going to break down the schedule. We give some predictions. We're going to go over records. We're going to do all that fun stuff. But first, we're going to go over the Sunday night games, then the Monday night games, and then we're going to get into breaking down individual schedules for each team. So for the kickoff game, you got the Bills at the Rams, and the Rams kick off their defense of the Super Bowl. I think that's going to be a hell of a game. The Rams got a lot of people back, and they added Allen Robinson. They got some more defense, and oh my goodness, I don't know. The NFC West is absolutely, or not the NFC West, but the NFC is absolutely loaded, just like the AFC West. That's what I was thinking of. So that's going to be crazy. You got Josh Allen versus Matthew Stafford. That's going to be a hell of a game. That's how you kick off the NFL season. Um, so yeah, I think that's going to be a hell of a game. Then you got my Dallas Cowboys, and you got the Buccaneers traveling to Dallas in Jerry's world. Um, yeah, I just think that we're gonna beat them. I really do. That's there's a prediction for you. I think we get them this time. Last year to kick it off when we played on that Thursday night, it was a hell of a game. We did come up a little short, obviously, but hey, things happen, and I think we'll get them this time. I really do. Then you got a showdown between the Bears and the Packers, and that's just oh, that's usually good. I mean, the Packers been running wild in their division. But yeah, I think the Packers and the Bears. You got the NFC. I think it's NFC North, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really know. But you got a divisional matchup. It's gonna be crazy. Then week 3, the Giant or the not the Giants. Oh my god, I'm thinking baseball. San Francisco 49ers at the Denver Broncos. Yeah, you got Russell Wilson playing someone from his old division. So it's going to be very interesting. I think week 2, Green Bay will take it, though. I think week 3, Denver might take it. We don't know really what's going on with the quarterback situation. San Francisco is Jimmy G starting as Trey Lance. Trey Lance hasn't been doing good from reports, and he might be, I don't want to say it, a bust, but we don't know. He's just not doing well in practice. Um, on to week 4, Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes as the Chiefs will travel to Tampa Bay. That should be a hell of a game. It always is. When they played each other in the Super Bowl, though, not the Patriots, the Chiefs got shellacked. So that should be a good game. Then we got a divisional matchup: Ravens or the Bengals heading to Baltimore to play the Ravens. That should be good. Then the Cowboys have another primetime game as they travel to Philly. Philly kind of scares me this year. The whole NFC East drafted good, honestly, except for us. I don't know what Jerry was thinking. Hopefully, everyone pans out, but I don't know what he was thinking. So Then in week 7, you might have Kenny Pickett starting by then against Tua and Tyreek Hill or Cheetah with Jalen Waddle on the other side. Dolphins are looking good too. A lot of these teams are looking good with all these movements and the wide receiver market popping. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And then you got the Packers traveling to the Bills in week 8. That should be another shot. I'm getting my S's, H, and everything. That should be another solid matchup. Week 9, you got the Titans and Chiefs. That's always good. You got an NFC West showdown on week 10. Chargers and the 49ers. You got another divisional matchup. The Bengals traveling to Pittsburgh. That should be a good one. Then on Thanksgiving, you got the Patriots and the Vikings. That's kind of a random matchup, but we'll see how that goes. Thanksgiving Day games. Love Thanksgiving Day games. There's nothing better than some turkey and some football. Week 12, the Packers travel to Philly. Week 13, Indy comes to Dallas. So there's another primetime game for the Cowboys. You got a divisional matchup in the AFC West. The Chiefs will travel to Denver. Week 15, the Patriots at Las Vegas. Christmas Day, there's a special. And you got the newly formed Cardinals who got. Did they get anybody? Did they trade? I can't remember. But you got the Buccaneers versus the Cardinals. Week 17, you got the Rams at the Chargers. So the Battle of LA. And then week 18 is to be decided. That's probably going to be saved for certain things like, they're going to be a playoff push from 2 teams or whatever. So should be interesting. Or division title might even be on the line. Who knows? So that's Sunday Night Football. We're going to dive into this Monday Night Football, kicking it off with Russell Wilson going back to Seattle, but this time donning orange and navy blue and not the lime green and navy blue. So, yes, he is going back to Seattle to play against his former team. So, love the storylines. So, but that should be a good game. Week 2, we got a doubleheader. The Titans traveling to Buffalo and the Vikings traveling to Philadelphia. I think those are going to be 2 good games. I'm going to have to use 2 TVs to watch them both. Just very, very solid games. So far in the first 2 weeks, we got bangers. Then for week 3, NFL on September 16th, the Cowboys travel to New York to face the Giants. Like I said, all the NFC East teams drafted very, very well, except for us. But like I said, I hope everything pans out. So Thibodeau scares me. Whoever else they got scares me. But I think we can take this one. You got NFC West showdown, I believe, in week 4, October 3rd, the Rams and the Niners. Then you got the Raiders and the Chiefs. Then the Broncos and the Chargers. Then the Bears, Patriots. And then you got an international game in London on October 30th, so at 9 a.m., but that's on ESPN+. The Broncos and the Jags travel to London as the Jags being the home team, because why not? They should just move to London and be the London Jags. Everyone, I guess, or a lot of people in London loves the Jaguars. So I think that would be a perfect fit if they can ever get it done. They want it to be a very international. I say, why not? Then on Halloween, the Bengals travel to Cleveland. Now, even though the Bengals lost to Cleveland twice last year, and Cleveland beat the monkey piss out of them, to put it lightly. I don't know. This Bengals team is looking new, but we'll dive more into that when I get to the actual team schedules. November 7th for week 9, you have the Ravens and the Saints. Then an NFC East showdown, the Washington Commanders head to Philly. Then you have another international game in Mexico City for week 11. The 49ers and the Cardinals will travel to Mexico City as the Cardinals being the home team. So that should be good. Then you have the Steelers, Colts, Saints, Bucks, Pats, Cardinals. Well, I'm trying to think of all these team names. Rams, Packers, Chargers, and the Colts, and the Bills heading to Cincinnati for week 17 on June 2nd. And then week 18 on January 7th, there's going to be a doubleheader. We don't know. Like I said, usually that's about the time there's division titles on the line, there's playoff spots on the line, there's seedings on the line sometimes. So week 18 is going to make for a very, very good week 18. I feel it. So that's the Sunday night and the Monday night games. Now we're going to dive into the schedule for the Cleveland Browns. And I'm going to go over their wins and losses, see what I feel like their record might be as a predictor. So week 1, they're kicking it off at 1:00 against the Panthers in Charlotte. So I think they beat the Panthers and they get a win. Then week 2, they got a home game against the Jets, the home opener. I think they beat the Jets. Then week 3 on a Thursday night against the Steelers. Steelers defense is nasty, but I don't know. I think they win there. I think the Deshaun Watson era starts off hot, 3-0. Then they have to travel to Atlanta. I think they win. I think they go 4-0 the first 4 weeks. The Chargers, always good. I think the Browns always sort of stumble sometimes here and there, but I think the Chargers will hit them their first loss week 5. So they'll be 4-1. I think they lose to the Patriots. I just think Mac Jones is too good. I know they lost a few defensive people and stuff, but I see the Patriots winning, handing them their second loss. So they're going to be 4-2 after week 6. The Ravens are always tough, but they traded Hollywood Brown to I think it was Arizona. They traded Hollywood Brown away, and Lamar Jackson doesn't have too many weapons, but he still has, it's Lamar Jackson. But I think they get a divisional win, and I think after the first 7 weeks they sit at 5-2. Then they got the Bengals, like I said, on that Monday night game. I don't know. The Bengals, to me, would be the team to beat. You still got Jamar Chase, you got Joe Burrow. I think they drop it here, and they go 5-3. Then they got a bye week in week 9. Then they come back strong and beat the Dolphins. They go to 6-3. They lose to the Bills in week 11, 6-4. Then they got the Buccaneers. I say they're 6-5 after week 12, so it's going to be close. I think they beat the Texans. They beat the Bengals the second time around. So 8-5. I think they beat the Ravens, go to 9-5. I think they beat the Saints 6-5 or 9-5. 14. And then I think they beat the Commanders and the Steelers to close it out. So out of the 17 games playing, I got a pretty good record. I think they're a playoff team this year. Like I said, it's different era. The only way I see them falling off is if this stuff between Baker and Deshaun Watson gets more than what it is. So I think they have a very good record. And hopefully the Deshaun Watson era starts off hot, gets them to the playoffs. I think they'll start off hot, and then they'll cool down, and then they'll get hot again. Just my opinion. Now, for the Cowboys, on the other hand, we kick off Sunday night against the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers come to Dallas this year instead of us going to them. I think that's a win. I really do. Then we have a 4:00 game against the Bengals. I think we beat the Bengals. Then I think we beat the Giants, then Washington. I think we start 4-0 just like the Browns. Then Sunday, October 9th, we play the defending champs, the Rams. I don't see us getting past them. That's going to be a loss. October 16th, we should beat Philly. We should beat the Lions. We should beat Chicago. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we should be 7-1. And then November 13th, we play the Packers. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to beat us. So 1, 2, 3. So I think we're 7-2 at that point. I think we beat the Vikings, go to 8-2. I think we beat the Giants, go 9-2. The Colts 10-2. Texans 11-2. Jags 12-2. Philly 13-2. Then we have a Thursday night game and against Tennessee. We always seem to lose one of these weird games. So I see us losing to Tennessee, but then beating Washington on either January 7th or 8th. So I only see us losing about 3 or 4 games, maybe. But it's the NFL season, so anything can and will happen. So that's all I really wanted to talk about today and break down the schedule. I don't have too much to talk about today. Like I said, I'm going to a concert. I'm going to see Tim McGraw. I got a pass, a lawn pass for Blossom Music Center, which is in Cuyahoga Falls, which is about an hour from where I live. But I got a pass. First concert is Thursday, so I'm going to see Tim McGraw. So that day is done. And then Saturday, I got plans too. And those are my 2 off days. And like I said, I like to record on my off days. It's just a lot easier, less stressful than, oh, well, we're here. Or I get home from work and, oh, I got to throw something together. No. So I do like to record on my days off, but this week, just not going to happen. So this is episode 5. That's all I got for you guys today. Enjoy the nice, beautiful Ohio weather. If you're from Ohio or wherever you're from, hopefully it's nice. Yeah, so that's all I got. TJ Tally 25 on Twitter. TALLEY is how you spell it. So TJ Tally 25 on Twitter. T_Tally 25 on the Instagram. Facebook Talking with Ty, or just my name. Figure it out. Tyler Tally. Easy enough. And yeah, so that's all I got for you guys today. I hope everyone has a nice day out in this beautiful weather, and I'll see y'all later.